Hey everybody, Mark again here, WeatherMan Plus. Happy Thursday to all of you. Good morning to all of you just seeing this morning. Now, not only from the storm last night, which I hope y'all took my precautions. I did tell y'all about that storm ever since that Mayfield tornado outbreak that they had. Even though other people did say there's no convective activity, I pray y'all heeded my warning and believe me that storm was a real thing happening. And it was pretty crazy. Matter of fact, the same people are going to be showing you how historic that was for last night. But we have another system coming. And not only the upper level low coming from the southwest is coming through the Gulf, over Florida to the east coast. I'm showing and been showing that it's going to be meeting up with another clipper that's coming through the Midwest and Ohio Valley. And it could be a potential Christmas storm somewhere around the east coast. So I'm going to go through your impacts, what you have for your tornado threats for today, because it's not quite over yet. It has calmed down greatly. But we have some more things coming, guys. Now, if you've never been here before, hello, my name is Mark. I do upload every single day, just not Friday from sundown to sundown Saturday. That's Sabbath, but I'll always make sure you're covered. Make sure you subscribe. I am all year long. Make sure you share the video to get it out to as many people as we can, just to pre-warn people of what's coming. Make sure you hit the like if you're liking the video. Thank you for your support. Let me show you what I have for you. Now, this storm yesterday just ramped up over Colorado, Texas, Oklahoma, went all the way up to Nebraska, Wisconsin, Minnesota. This thing has created a whole bunch of tornadoes, a whole bunch of damage, a whole bunch of snow, snowstorms, snow squalls, all kind of severe weather came with this storm last night. And altogether, we had a total of 991 reports, guys. We had 21 tornadoes, 16 hail reports, 164 wind gust reports, 275 wind damage reports, 3 significant hail, 50 non-significant wind events. We're talking winds 100 plus miles per hour winds, and 430 snow reports, with 23 of those being heavy snow. And there was a lot of tornadoes. It just tracked all evening long. And as the night went along, the outages was unbelievable. 50,000 homes without power, and that's just counting the homes, and you know there's more than one person per home. 100,000 people is in the orange. Over 100,000 outages is in the red. And right now we're dealing with 500,000 outages right now. But all night long, this outages kept going out, and you can see where the storm tracked through, went all the way up through the Ohio Valley. Then it got way worse. Then it got up to the Midwest where I'm at, by the upper Midwest. A lot of power outages, guys. And here we are right now, sitting at 500,000 homes without power. And we're talking 174,000 for Wisconsin, 120,000 for Michigan, Iowa, 50,000, 40,000 Kansas. Just a lot of people without power. For today, we still have a marginal threat for severe weather, guys. And we do have a little chance for tornadoes, just a little chance for Arkansas, a 2% chance. A little bit of wind, a little bit of hail, but it places chances for tornadoes for today. Here's your cities and your states. Now, as you go through your day, the atmosphere is still going to be full of these 60 dew points. That's why it's bringing storms all the way to western Kentucky, because you got these serious dew points in the atmosphere is keeping all the thunderstorms. But it will wound down towards the south, and you will have thunderstorms for a couple of days in the south. And this is going to train over towards Ohio Valley, towards Kentucky, and it's going to give you a chance still for flash flooding. So for today, all the way till tomorrow morning, you have a marginal risk for flash flooding. As you go into tomorrow, this is going to grow. Now you're going to get a big marginal risk all the way to southern Ohio Valley, and a slight risk in this yellow for flash flooding. Then as you go into day 3, then it's just in the south over by Texas and Louisiana. And this is where this storm is going to start brewing up, is in the Gulf. Now, as you look at your tornado perimeters, as you go through this morning, you can see you have some tornado perimeters, but it gets worse as you get your daytime heat. And as you get from 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock in the morning, then you got it for northern Louisiana and for western Arkansas. And then as you go through your day, noontime and 1 o'clock in the afternoon, then you got a little hot spot in central Arkansas, chance for tornadoes as this cold front comes down, as these dew points gather up. And then you stay strong all the way till 3 p.m. this afternoon. Then it starts to mild down very quickly, and your chances are gone definitely by 5 or 6. But your Cape values are strong today, and it gets the strongest as you get towards 11 and 12 o'clock today. It gets for eastern Texas and western Arkansas. And as you go through your evening, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, then you can see it's mostly for southern Arkansas for the chance for tornadoes. This is your Cape values, and you saw the tornado perimeters. Mostly is southwestern Arkansas, then it becomes southern Arkansas. So northern Arkansas, I don't think you have any problems as far as tornadoes go today. I think you got some thunderstorms. You do have a chance all the way to about noon, but then it gets real strong for southwestern Arkansas and southern Arkansas, and that's when your best chance for your strongest chance for tornadoes is for today. But you can see clearly how your dew points are just in the high 60s all day long. And then it's just southern Arkansas. There's no chance for northern Arkansas. It's all southern Arkansas with the dew points, with the chances for the tornadoes. And so far we're looking about an inch of rainfall, a little heavier for eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas, northwestern Arkansas, a little over an inch, possible for 2 inches, and southern Missouri, maybe an inch, a little over, and a little bit for southern Illinois as well. Now the next 48 hours, as this comes down, you can see the storm stretch out with an inch of rainfall as it goes, and that's about what it has for the next 48 hours. And GFS shows that within the next 3 days, it would be about a widespread inch of rainfall all the way from eastern Oklahoma all the way to southern Illinois, and a little bit for Indiana as well. Indianapolis getting an inch. Going across Kentucky, Tennessee, but nothing really for the deep south. It's just going to be in this region with Ohio getting a little bit of rainfall. But the Euro is showing a little bit heavier. It's showing it's going to be widespread 1 inch all the way to Pittsburgh, all the way across Tennessee, even Alabama getting in on this rainfall for the next 3 days. And it shows that the hottest spot is going to be Arkansas and eastern Oklahoma. Fort Smith, possible 3 inches. McAllister, 2 inches, and a little bit lighter for Arkansas. So really eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas, that's where the heaviest spot is, and southern, because you got those storms coming. As you go through your rest of the day, your wind gust is not that strong. You have some 20s, you have some 30s going through Arkansas with the worst of the storms, southern Illinois, western Tennessee, western Kentucky. Might get some 30s, high 30 miles per hour wind gusts. That's about it. And then as it goes towards Ohio Valley, is bringing 40 miles per hour wind gusts, maybe up to 50 for northern half of Ohio Valley, and the intercoastal northeast, maybe 40 miles per hour wind gusts, with more towards western New York because it's coming off the lake, maybe 50 up to 60. You see early this morning, as that squall line continues to come down to the south, you do get some rogue cells starting to pop up around 9 a.m. for eastern Oklahoma as well as for Arkansas. And you see as you go through your day, it goes further south, but then the storms get strong, especially around 11. Chances for tornadoes out of these cells, guys. It's a small chance, but don't put it away. Look at this bowing out you have in this storm right here, with a lot of strong cells around it. You really got a good chance for probably a tornado to pop up, especially from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then it winds down, and you start getting some storm cells in western Tennessee. Now, it don't last too long. It'll last about 3 o'clock, maybe 4 tops. There is a couple cells that do pass through, y'all, so there is a chance for a small tornado to pop up, or 2 all the way till 3 o'clock for western Tennessee. So that might be stretched out a little bit further today, because that is a strong cell. Then once you get to 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, then the severe chances for the Cape values and instability, it all goes away. Then you just have thunderstorms that's going to be going south, and it's going to train all the way to the Ohio Valley for Friday, and you can see the storms come right back up. Here's another shot from the Ohio Valley. You can see as you go through this morning, it's just storms for the Ohio Valley, nothing super major. But as you get into about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, these storms are going to pop up, go across the Tennessee Valley, and start going into the Ohio Valley around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is why you got the flash flooding risk. It's just going to be a train of storms going in the same pattern for hours. Then it's going to bring a lot of weather to the northeast as well. As you go into Friday evening, then the storm's going to come into Pennsylvania, and it's going to be an overnight storm for the northeast. So there's going to be a lot of freezing temperatures coming in. And what you're seeing right there is freezing rain in the purple. You're seeing ice in the pink and snow in the blue. Then you got your storms in the green. But going all the way overnight until Saturday morning. Then it's going to move to the New England states by the afternoon, and it's going to spread even further. NAM 3K, you can only see 60 hours. But you do see the storms are coming, and so is the ice and the freezing rain, guys. Matter of fact, it's being picked up by the Euro and the GFS. For once, these two models are in agreement. Now, the GFS shows that it's not going to be a lot of rainfall coming to the Ohio Valley within the next 5 days. You have some hot spots. You have 1 inch, almost 2 inches going through the Tennessee Valley with those storms that I showed you. And then as it goes up towards the northeast, it's not a lot of precipitation. Maybe a ½ an inch. Maybe an inch for the New England states, maybe more for Boston as you get a little closer. That's about it. The Euro is showing that it's going to be widespread 1 inch all the way to Pennsylvania, all the way across the southern half of the Ohio Valley, and the upper half of the Northeast and New England states is going to see an inch at least of precipitation, which is going to be a lot of it, freezing rain, snow, and ice. Now the GFS is picking up that there is going to be a lot of ice next 5 days, according to the Euro, showing about the same thing, heavier amounts. And this is ice, guys. This is a third of an inch for Pennsylvania and almost a half an inch for New York, as well as Connecticut and Massachusetts as well. And this is ice. So this is a lot of ice that could happen. There's going to be a lot of freezing rain in that as well. Could be another power outage event, guys. Now, within the next 5 days, your snowfall, according to GFS, shows that Clipper will bring some snowfall, major snowfall to the New England states. None for the coast, as you can see here. It's going to be too warm because the system is going to be literally going right over y'all, bringing all the warm temperatures. But upper New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, even Maine is looking at major snowfall for sure. And the Euro is showing about the same thing. It's bringing more snowfall towards Connecticut and Massachusetts. Matter of fact, even major snowfall for northern Massachusetts. But it's also showing major snowfall for upper New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So that's pretty much trending on both models that there will be major snowfall, especially for the New England states. As far as the 1 to 5 inches for the rest of y'all, it depends how close this system gets to y'all with these warm temperatures, because both models are showing it's going right over y'all. Plus, you remember the storm I've been talking about, I don't know, forever now. Around the 20th is still showing this storm. Matter of fact, I'm showing there's a good chance for it to be a strong storm. Hopefully it stays off course, but if we get a high ridge, it will be a problem, guys. And this is pretty much going to be a Christmas Eve, a Christmas storm. Now, if you look at the Arctic Oscillation, see how much cold air is coming in. According to the Euro and the GFS, they are both in agreement, which is a great thing. Euro showing it's around the 20th. It's going to go deepest in our country, maybe a -3. That's not super deep, guys. I'll bring some freezing temperatures to the south. And the deep south, it's not going to be your highs, but some cold air is coming. It's not going to stay long. And the Euro's potential velocity anomaly still showing that we have a strong storm coming around the 20th to the 23rd or 24th. We have a system coming. It's been showing this for a while. We've been tracking it here on this channel ever since it was way down here. So make sure you subscribe, because I do videos that other people don't do. Even the GFS is in agreement with the Euro that right on the 20th, and exactly on the 20th, is going to be in a -3 pattern with this cold air. They are both in agreement with that. You can see here with GFS that it does bring it down around the 19th to freezing temperatures. Some for Oklahoma, Panhandle, Texas, but it's not going to be your highs. It's going to warm right back up. And then as it goes to the southeast, it's not too cold, guys. You're going to be in the 30s. It's not freezing temperatures, and it won't be your highs. You will warm right back up. And that's about it after that. It's going to stay northern after that. Now, the Euro shows that the cold air will be the same on the 19th as the 20th. Then as you go into the 19th, you can see the freezing temperatures coming to the south central, bringing freezing temperatures, but it's not going to be your highs for today. It's not going to warm up too much more, but it will warm up to the 40s and 50s once again. But Euro shows it's just as cold for the 20th, and that would bring freezing temperatures to the upper half of the deep south, just overnight temperatures, because it will warm right back up. Then after that, stay northern, just like the GFS showed. Euro shows there's a chance for upstate South Carolina, maybe a little bit of mid-Atlantic. You can have some overnight freezing temperatures, but it's going to warm right back up. Now, the MJO, according to the GFS, your west coast, your east coast, your central U.S., you can see how these storms towards Christmas start coming into the south of the U.S. The MJO, according to Euro, shows about the same thing. It don't show it as deep, but it got a lot of back and forth going on. But if you look at a seasonal, you can see as it goes towards the 23rd and 24th and 25th for Christmas, that it don't go super deep. Then after Christmas, it's going to be in a positive pattern, and this cold air is going to start going northeast. When you look at precipitable water, you can see how it all forms up in the Gulf. Not a lot of precipitation. I'm not showing a strong system, not even a tropical depression, as it forms up right there on the 21st. Goes across Florida with the precipitation. You can see the curve in the storm. It does form up and become a system, definitely by the 22nd. Now, the GFS don't show it's as strong as the Euro. The Euro is showing that it's definitely going to bring some winds with it, and this is your wind gusts. So far it's showing maybe from Cape Coral to Orlando, you could have anywhere from 30 to 40 miles per hour wind gusts with it. But just remember, right off land is 73 miles per hour winds. So this thing is bringing a lot of wind gusts with it, even up to 80 as it gets over. So there's a good chance this could be a tropical depression, a tropical storm in December. and it's bringing some rainfall with it. You can see the track of the rainfall as it goes up, and so far for Florida, it could bring anywhere from 1 to 2 inches, anywhere from Spring Hill all the way down to Port St. Lucie, Cape Coral, Sarasota, getting a whole bunch. But it is coming straight across y'all. Not a super strong system, but it will be a system that's dropping rainfall. Just be aware of that. You have some winds coming, you have some rainfall coming, and it will be leaving. But that is a lot of rainfall right there in the Atlantic. 9 inches, right as it starts strengthening up to that 70, 80 miles per hour wind gust. And both systems are showing it. You can see how we got our storms for today coming down. This is according to the Euro. And then the storms will go to the Ohio Valley. Then you got your little nor'easter that comes directly over y'all. That's why you're not getting anything. It's just way too warm, bringing this tropical moisture up. And as you go past that, then we have this upper level low that passes into the Gulf of Mexico. It does form up. It does get some energy, and it goes straight across Florida. Now this strengthens up all the way to the East Coast. Now the Euro shows that that's going to go across Florida, go out to the Atlantic, and right on the 24th and 25th, we're going to have another system forming in the Ohio Valley, strengthen up, get snowfall on a wraparound, and go to the northeast as a 994, maybe get even stronger for a Christmas storm. The GFS shows about the same thing. You got the storms in the south, then you got this little nor'easter that's going to go across the Ohio Valley, and it's still doing the same thing as the Euro. It's bringing a lot of rainfall for the coast, a lot of snow, a lot of ice, a lot of freezing rain. Then on the 20th and 21st, when you get that cold front coming through, and it shows that system on the Euro, you can see how it does form up in the Gulf, and it goes right over Florida. This is according to the GFS. Now, according to the GFS, there is an upper level low that passes over the Carolinas. You actually get two systems. One does go out into the Atlantic, but the other one stays up close, bringing some possible winds and rains to the Carolinas. But this energy meets up with the other clipper that comes from Canada, and it strengthens up on the coast of the Northeast. Could bring some winds as well. And as you look at the possible winds from this storm, and you go from the 21st and see what it does off the coast, you can see how this system goes over. This is from the GFS. You get a upper level low that meets up with that system. But as that system moves over, it strengthens, it goes, but then you got this one coming, this clipper coming from the Ohio Valley, and it meets up. Gets blocked by high pressure. It strengthens to 958, bringing a lot of winds down to 960 for Christmas Eve and Christmas. So this could go on a higher ridge and bring more possibility of damage and winds to y'all. But as you look at your wind shear, you can see as it goes over Florida and it goes to the coast, it's just getting so much shear. There's no way this thing could form up to anything strong along the coast. Then the energy gets sheared off, literally. All the precipitation is sheared off of the low pressure system, and that's why the energy transfers over to the Ohio Valley and the storm going to the northeast. And you can see here on your jet stream that your winds come in very fierce winds. Lots of wind shear. That's probably going to bring some 50 and 60 miles per hour wind gusts with it across the Ohio and Tennessee Valley. Very strong winds in that purple right there, guys. Then it strengthens up on the northeast by the New England states, and we get a high ridge. And that's what helps out. The higher ridge pushes over and pushes the storm away. Now, when you look at the ensembles, you can see the chances for that nor'easter is a great chance. Almost all the ensembles show that it will form up mostly over the coast of the New England states, so it will be a lot of rainfall along the coast. But as that leaves and we get our next system, it comes in from the Gulf, forms up in Atlantic, while we still have our other system coming up over the Ohio Valley from Canada, a little clipper, but it gets together as one system together and just strengthens up and gets pushed away by the high ridge. When you look at all the ensembles to see what the chances are for that pattern, you can see the chances for the nor'easter is there, but you can see how weak it is on all of these models, guys. It's going to be a very weak nor'easter if it has a low pressure system at all. It looks like it strengthens as it leaves. Then on the 21st and 22nd, we started getting our upper level low, our low pressure system moving across Florida and going to the coast. And you see how it meets up with the one from the Ohio Valley. Transfers energy, and it becomes a system in the northeast. Now, a lot of these are showing that it's a possibility it will be too far away, which would be a great thing. But some of these are showing it can go up on a higher ridge and strengthen up, mostly for the New England states, like this one here as well. So we're still a little too far away, guys. It's still about 8 days away, maybe 9 at tops. But we need to keep our eye on this and make sure this does not form up for the New England states and become a serious storm, because it would bring a lot of winds with it if that was to form up. So as we look for the chances to see what the latest runs has been doing, this is your little nor'easter that's going to pop through. Nothing super strong, but you can see last few runs, it has been pinpointing this the whole time. This is where this is going. But as you keep going towards the 21st and 22nd, you can see the storm going up in the East Coast. The Clipper coming from the Ohio Valley, and they meet up as one. Strengthens up, brings some winds. This is according to the GFS on the winds. The Euro shows the rainfall, so they're both in agreement. Something is going to form out of this. So far, it don't look super, super bad. New England states looks like you might be getting some winds out of this as it starts to leave. But you can see the latest runs also with the Euro that it did show the system over Florida. Before it showed it right off the coast. Another one showed it strengthening up and affecting North Carolina and South Carolina. Another one shows it could strengthen up towards the New England states, maybe even be a strong storm. So there's many outcomes that can still happen with this. It's still a few days away. I will stay updated on this. Make sure that we don't get on that high ridge and it just pulls this towards the Northeast and New England states as a serious storm, possible hurricane. So I just want to give y'all a little look forward on what could be occurring soon. I will stay up on it. Hopefully it pushes away. But if a high pressure comes in and blocks it, it could go up on a high ridge, guys. So we need to stay updated on that as well. God bless all of you that are dealing with the storms last night. I do pray y'all did heed my warning. I did try and tell y'all for over a week now that it's not over. And what I hate is when people have a lot of followers as well and they say nothing's going on and they don't prepare. People said there was no convection, guys. And look what happened last night. Psalm 27. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord, and to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock. And now shall my head be lifted up above mine enemies round about me. Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing. Yes, I will sing praises unto the Lord. Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice. Have mercy also upon me and answer me. When thou saidst, seek ye my face, my heart said unto thee, thy face, Lord, will I seek. Hide not thy face far from me. Put not thy servant away in anger. Thou hast been my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O God of my salvation. When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. Teach me thy way, O Lord, and lead me in a plain path because of mine enemies. Deliver me not over unto the will of mine enemies, for false witnesses are risen up against me, and such as breathe out cruelty. I had fainted, unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Amen. Have a very great day today, guys. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Hopefully I got through this as quick as possible. Hopefully y'all will start being okay. That was a serious storm last night. I really, really pray that y'all heeded my warning. All power, all glory does go to Yahweh, God of Jacob, your father, my father, our Savior, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Amen. Hallelujah, guys. Have a very great day today.